Alright guys, good morning. My name is Tracy. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, take a look around, see if you like the situation or what I got to put out. And then do those YouTube things like subscribe, like, comment, join the discussion. Today's situation, you might want to go back and see the previous videos I've done about this situation, or otherwise it might not make a whole lot of sense. It could be pretty, to the point and self-explanatory, I guess. But if not, go check out the other ones and see what you think. So, what I'm going to talk about today, Jessica Kent has responded to these police reports that say that she said she was pregnant. Her excuses are absolutely fucking ridiculous. I mean, just to say it, point blank, they're fucking ridiculous. She's now saying that you guys have brought back memories that I didn't know, and I don't remember that night. I might have said it. She remembers that night very well. So I'm going to play a little part of the video that she put out today, and then we're going to go back and I'm going to show you the videos that she tells you what happened that night. And I'm going to show you a couple other videos as well. So with that said, let's do this thing. All right. All right.
Online. That was the first time that I had shared my story, period. Not just the first time I shared my story on the internet. That was the first time I really talked about it outside of like a therapy session when I first got out of prison. So in sharing my story of giving birth while incarcerated, remembered certain things that I suppressed because when you experience a trauma to that magnitude, giving birth in chains with guards on your shoulder, being chained to a bed for 2 days, and your baby, your firstborn child, is ripped out of your arms, put in foster care, and you're sent back to prison. When you experience that, it's traumatic, okay? And trauma affects your memory. So
Of course she brings this part up. Being chained to the bed. That has nothing to do with what we are saying. Nothing.
a child is ripped out of your arms, put in foster care, and you're sent back to prison. When you experience that, it's traumatic, okay? And trauma affects your memory. So throughout sharing my story, I have been able to, with a lot of help from you guys, remember certain aspects that I suppressed. For example, one dude one time told me,
Now we're going with the suppressed memories bullshit. Come on now. Just own your shit. Seriously, just own your shit. Take some accountability for what you've done. You're doubling down. You do know that you are proving yourself to be a textbook narcissist by doing this shit. Like, you are proving yourself.
they didn't keep you in the infirmary for 2 weeks because you were just not talking or you couldn't talk. You were acting fucking crazy. And I'm like, that makes sense now, actually, because everything I know about prison says, oh my God, you must have been acting fucking crazy, because that's why they keep you in the medical unit. You know, physically, I could technically be back in GP, even though I couldn't walk that well because I was chained to the bed for 2 days. Not the point. A lot of the
You've got to be kidding me. Quit with that. Quit with the poor me. You aren't the only person who's had a child in prison. You aren't the only one. But you seem to think that you are. Like, you deserve every bit of everything in the world because you have gone through this hardship. There are things I could tell you that have happened in my life that are way worse than having a shackle on my ankle while giving birth. I can tell you that. It's disgusting.
There are a lot of comments, a lot of videos, a lot of posts about me all around the internet right now saying that I have misrepresented my story, I have lied to you guys, manipulated you, and I built my brand on authenticity, but I'm a fucking liar. One specific thing that people are on my fucking ass about today is saying that when I was arrested, I said I was pregnant. But in every video I've ever shared, I say I found out I was pregnant in county jail. So I don't know what I said when I was arrested 11 plus years ago at 4 o'clock in the morning, high on meth and pills. I have no idea.
Of course she doesn't. But again, I'm going to prove this to be another fucking lie. And you know what? I apologize for the way I am talking, the things I'm saying, but I am so angry when I see these things because I may not have been like this ride or die supporter, but I did watch her videos. I supported her throughout the years because I found her early on. Many of us have. And we're angry to find out that she is lying. And now she's not only used the recovery community, she's not only used, the prison community Now she's trying to slide into the domestic violence community and the true crime community. She's trying to play off like she has lived this, she can relate. Bullshit. You have you found an opportunity and you're trying to take it. It got you to your million, but I'll be damned if you're going to go and move into these communities that you've now hurt, especially domestic violence. Or do you not remember giving out false statistics about and potentially scaring women back into a violent home instead of leaving? Do you not remember that? So, yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm angry. And I won't back down to somebody who's continuously abusing the situation. In my opinion, I think she is the abuser. She is exploiting all of this. She's abusing her community, her subscribers, her family by exploiting the shit out of them and using them as content. She could be hurting relationships, her children. Does she not care who's going to see this in the future? What that can do to a relationship with their father? Does she not care? No, I don't think so.
What I said. I still haven't even read my police report, actually, because Arkansas only gave me my book and sheet, and I never asked for the motion of discovery because the old me got the motion of discovery to see who snitched on me, and that I would handle that after I got out. The new me wanted to be fucking different, to not think about that shit.
Is that some kind of underhanded threat? Like the old me would have got it and found out who snitched and take care of it when I get out. Is that some kind of underhanded threat? Like I don't know. If so, I'm laughing.
And to move on, to retire from that life. So I haven't even seen my own motion of discovery. Anyway, I was arrested October 20th of 2011. My daughter was born June 12th of 2012. That equals 7 months and 3 weeks. I've always said I was arrested like 3-4 weeks pregnant. So let's just say maybe 3 to 5 weeks pregnant. That's going to put me somewhere in the ballpark of 36 and 38 weeks pregnant. I spent my entire pregnancy almost in custody. I was in county jail for 6 months. Then I was sentenced to prison. I did not give birth in a...
But if you add the 3 weeks that she says she delivered early, she said her due date, which is gone, was which can't, the reason the how she got that due date was by when she went into prison. If she gave birth 3 weeks early with her child, which is, like I said, very unusual for a new mother, especially somebody who's small like that. Like, it's unusual. If she gave birth 3 weeks early, if you tack that 3 weeks on to the beginning and she actually gave birth on her due date, because she was wrong and lied when she went to prison, and that 3 weeks gets tacked on at the beginning, that's putting her at 6, 7, 8 weeks pregnant when she went in, or so, in general.
prison cell. I gave birth in a hospital. That hospital room, that was the infirmary to me. I'm in prison. I'm still an inmate. There's 2 guards on my shoulders. I'm chained to the bed. Same energy, right? And I've tried my best to reword that because I don't want to seem like I am misleading anybody. If the police report says that I said I was pregnant on scene, then that's what it says. I have no fucking memory of that. I don't want to like mansplain that period and how you find out you're pregnant, but like there's no way I would have known that I was pregnant between 3 and 5 weeks. I probably just missed a period. I don't know what I said. I say off the wall shit every time I'm arrested. I made this one CEO really uncomfortable one time with some Nicole stuff because I was trying to smuggle stuff into the jail and I needed her to look away from me for a minute during a change out, and I should probably just heard that was weird. I don't know what I said on scene, high as fuck, 11 plus years ago, but if it's in the police report, I probably said it. I don't know. I do know that when I finally was in jail and took a pregnancy test, a county jail nurse said that you were pregnant, and I said, you got the wrong one.
You knew. I believe, I don't have a doubt in my mind that you knew. I think that you knew and you just played some bullshit. I think that you knew. I think that it was kind of a hope that you would use that to get yourself out of the charges. I'm pregnant and I can't have a baby, and fuck. Come on now.
I'm looking around for other people because I'm not pregnant. Until that point, I had not taken a test. I did not know that I was pregnant. Could I have maybe known that I missed a period? Could I have said, maybe I'm craving shit, maybe I'm pregnant? I don't know. That's why I'm at the fucking gas station at 4 a.m. I probably said that if the police report says that. I'm not maliciously and intentionally lying or trying to mislead or manipulate any of you.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She's continuing to do it. Again, I'll show you in a second. She is being malicious and she is doing this shit on purpose. She is lying and doubling down.
To all the people that are trying to twist around what I'm saying, trying to nitpick my fucking story as if I don't know it, go ahead, go do that. Go nitpick, go dig up all the paperwork, bring everything on Reddit, and spend your life trying to make me out to be a liar. Go ahead. I accept the challenge happily. That is why
I am not spending my life doing anything. This is a very small part of my day that I am doing this, and I'm doing it for a good reason. I am doing it because she is making money off the backs of, you know, recovery, addiction, prison, domestic violence now. She's using these communities to grow and become the face of it when she's been lying from the jump. There are so many other people out there that deserve us way more. And you accept the challenge, so do I. So do I. I'll take that challenge. And I am going to prove you to be a liar, and I'm going to do it here in just a second. Again. And every time I put one of these up, I'm proving you to be more and more of a liar, and you just keep doubling down. That's okay.
My channel is my name. I don't have a cutesy fucking prison name. My channel is my name. I'm gonna end this long ass video with this. I have been through hell and back. I have been through trauma after trauma, and the last thing I need is for anyone to come to my page and tell me how handsome my abuser is, how wonderful he is, how I'm Amber Heard, because the last thing I ever wanted to do was to tell you guys that I let you down because I failed in my relationship.
I didn't come to her page and say she's Amber Heard, or that, her abuser was handsome and stuff. I didn't say any of that, except that I believe that she is like Amber Heard. I think she has now used this situation and she is doubling down, and she'll continue to lie. I do believe she's acting just like Amber Heard. I think that Reese was very wrong in the things that he did. I do not agree with him, and I will say this again. I think he was wrong. I think he has issues, and I think he needs to get help. I think she has the same problem. She needs help. She has issues. I don't say that I agree, or I think he did no wrong. I think there was a situation, it got out of hand. I think that you probably were very much a part of that situation, and you're just putting it all onto him. But that's just my opinion. I think that you have taken that opportunity to use it to keep going to hit that million, because at the beginning of every one of those videos, we're 30,000 away, we're 10,000 away. Then at the end, you put a brand deal. Come on. Take some accountability for the shit you're doing.
The last thing I wanted to do was cancel a wedding because that man was the love of my life, and I thought I would spend the rest of my life with him. It is hard enough to heal from that, let alone share my story to try to help others. Back the fuck up. To everyone else that has supported me and showered me with love and encouragement and advice.
No. I ain't backing up. I ain't backing down. I ain't backing off. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing, because I am using your own shit to prove you are lying. I will not back down from this. I don't care. I know a lot of people do not want to do this because it's the recovery community and they do not want to make waves in that. I don't want to hurt anybody in the recovery community. I'm trying to help them. I don't want them to be used and abused by someone who's currently in active addiction and won't admit it and just get the help. If she would be honest and say, yeah, I did, I'm messed up. I've been using amphetamines because I want to get high. I faked my ADHD test and had a friend help me so that I could get, diagnosed. There's proof of these things, and she still doubles down. And I'm going to show you something else with her own words again, saying the same shit. Like, it's crazy. I'm not going to watch the rest of this. She just says thank you to everybody and blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. All right. So we are now going to go to the next video that is going to just show she's lying again.
Glamorizing going to jail or prison, there's nothing cool, fun, or funny about it. It is my hope that sharing my story will deter you guys from making the same mistakes I made. And also, I think it's really important in this specific video to highlight all of the illegal things that law enforcement did to me, as well as the things that I did. I 100% deserve to go to prison, and I'm actually really grateful for my prison sentence because it saved my life, it saved my daughter's life. And if you do not know my story, and this is the first video that you're watching, check out the description box down below. I will leave videos of me and mine and my daughter's story. All right, without further ado, let's get into today's video. So it was October 20th, 2011 at 4:36 in the morning. Yep. And I just want to set the scene for you guys. For those of you that do not know my story, let me lay this out for you guys before we get into my plea agreement, so you guys know why I went to prison and all of that. So it's 4:30 in the morning, downtown Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's not downtown New York City. It's not downtown Chicago. It's downtown Fort Smith, Arkansas. There's no one out except tweakers and dealers, unless you work third shift. Don't come at me in the comments. Let's just let that one slip through, okay? So there's no one out. And for some reason, my co-defendant and I decided to go to the gas station at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we did have a strict rule against that. Like, we didn't sell in the middle of the night. Like, we didn't leave the house until the sun came up. meth sucks and it makes you do stupid things. So we decided that we were going to go to the gas station. As soon as we got to
They went to the gas station in the middle of the night for something, she says. Oh, we just went for something. She says this is old. She doesn't say what they went for, but she remembers 3 days before. She remembers the incident where her boyfriend thought she stole something from him. She probably did. I mean, come on. Come on.
car across the street. Now I know that there's no one around. He's gonna hit the lights. And a lot of you are like, why'd you get in the car, Jessica? Why did you leave the gas station? Why didn't you leave it there? Fam, I hear you. I hear you. So when I saw the officer, I asked my co-defendant, please leave anything you have here. Please leave it here. It's not worth it. Not a big deal. Now, let me take you back 3 days prior to this. We got into a fight, my co-defendant slash baby daddy, and he thought I stole from him because, again, dope sucks. And, you know, he'd been up for a few days and thought that I stole from him because we lost a little bit of stuff. It was just a whole big dramatic scene. So now I'm saying, leave it at the gas station. They're going to pull us over. And in his mind, because he's also under the influence, he's like, oh, this bitch trying to set me up, like, da da da. And I understand now, looking back, his reasoning for that. I'm not, like, dogging him or talking crap. I'm just trying to make you guys understand, like, what his mind was doing. That makes me very paranoid as well. So, you know, I was like, that cop's gonna pull us over for sure. And he's like, and because I was high, I decided, fuck it. Guess we're going to jail today. And I don't understand why. Now, what I did not know at the time is there was an open investigation on me. The drug task force had been waiting to kick in our door. And they just saw this opportunity.
There was a controlled buy 2 weeks before on her boyfriend, not her. It had nothing to do with her. I'm actually waiting on the supplemental report for that to get the details on, you know, who they were, you know, all that stuff. But it says in the report that they were doing controlled buys on him, not her.
For us being out at 4 o'clock in the morning, driving around to pull us over. Or they saw us out and about. This was a good opportunity for them to just pull us over, light us up, take us to jail. So as soon as we get in the car, I'm telling you guys all this for a reason. Hopefully this is making sense. As soon as we get in the car and I have that screw moment, like, I guess we go to jail today. I guess we go to jail today. We get in, we pull out. Sure enough, the cop pulls right behind us, and co-defendant is like this, leaned over in the car. He's putting stuff underneath the steering column. And my first reaction to that was, he sees you. You're literally in the, like, leaning over like this. The first thing they're gonna do is go to the driver's side and search. I mean, it's just gonna happen. So I'm like yelling at him about it, and I'm being like, ah, like I'm also chain smoking a cigarette like this, like, because I'm going to jail. I'm like pounding a Mountain Dew and eating a Milky Way, which is weird. I hate them now, but that's what I would do on meth because I just need.
Did she just say it was weird? She was pounding Mountain Dew and Milky Ways and sucking down a cigarette. She says, I don't know, it was weird. She's telling on herself. I mean, it's so obvious. It's so obvious. I mean, just come on. It gets worse.
Sugar. I just needed that in my body because I was so depleted. I wouldn't eat or anything. So I was like pounding my Dew, eating Milky Way, like, oh my God, right? Going crazy. And then the cop hits the lights. And I'm just like, I'm texting everyone like, jail Fort Smith, jail Fort Smith, jail Fort Smith. Because in my mind, my mom's gonna put 2 and 2 together. That text makes perfect sense. I'm going to jail, I'm in Fort Smith. But I didn't have time to write a full sentence. I'm texting everyone. I'm texting my sister, my mom, my friends, people in Arkansas, people that could potentially bond us out, our clientele. I'm texting everyone. Jail Fort Smith, jail Fort Smith, jail Fort Smith. So the cop doesn't come to the door and say, can I see your license and registration? No, he rips us out of the car. He puts co-defendant on one car.
You can tell when she's about to lie. Because she goes, and she puts her head down. You can tell she's about to lie. I can read it like a book. It's every time she lies, she does this little head down thing. Like, takes a second to make sure she remembers what she's about to say. Every time she's about to lie, she does that. It's one of her tells. It's so obvious. Come on.
I'm on the other, they're yelling at us or whatever, and within maybe not even 3 minutes, other cars show up, the canine shows up, undercover shows up, DTF shows up, and it's this whole big dramatic scene. And now it's starting to make sense to me, like, oh, this is not just a traffic stop because we're out at 4 o'clock in the morning, we're going to jail for possession. This is so much bigger than I realized. So
First lie. Lie number 1, and you can read it. There were 2 cops there. One pulled them over. He called and had his backup arrived. He went over. There was 2 guys there. Listen to the story she's telling. We've read the report. There's not 100 cops there. All these people don't show up. This is all a lie.
I'm trying to put it all together. I'm also under the influence and really messed up. And I said, because I'm going to jail already, it's all mine. Now, it is my advice to you. They just don't talk. Do not say a word. Nothing. Don't answer them. Okay. If you know you're going to jail and you're running around, you're caught up in that shit. Like, don't say anything to them. But I was irate. I'd been up for 3 or 4 days. I was under the influence. I was not in my right mind. But I'm like, it's all mine. Don't arrest him. Like an idiot. So he's on parole. Baby daddy slash co-defendant was on parole. He's going anyway. I have 3 felony warrants out of New York on a case that got dropped due to lack.
She lied right there again, too. She just said, it's all mine before they even talked to him. But in the report, it says he got her in the bag and she kind of back. And then she decided, oh, wait, everything's mine. It's all bullshit. You've been busted again. You should have just kept your mouth shut and you wouldn't have been caught in another lie. Your repressed memories are right here in a video that you made.
Of evidence. So New York State did not have enough evidence to extradite me once they found out that I was locked up in Arkansas, and they dropped a case eventually. That took a couple of years to work on as well. And the person that was guilty of this crime, robbery, grand larceny, strong armed robbery, was serving time in prison. Randy. Because he did that. I did not. Anyway, so just to set the scene for you guys, there's TTF agents, there's patrol officers, and it's just this whole big dramatic scene. They're trying to get my co-defendant to allow them to.
Again, I'm going to be finding that out. I do have the requests in for those cases. So we will see all about that real soon.
To search the vehicle. He's saying, no, you can't search the vehicle, no, you can't search the vehicle, da, da, da. Unfortunately, for my co-defendant, when you're on parole, you don't get an option. They're going to search the car. He's like, well, I'm going to call your parole officer, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, call my parole officer. And of course, they did. They got permission to search the vehicle, and immediately they go right to the driver's side door, under the steering column, they found 2 ounces of meth. Now, that's all they found. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we're so lucky.
That's all they found was 2 ounces of meth. No, not correct. Incorrect. Again, another lie.
I'll tell you why in a second. So obviously they're like, this is possession, you're both going to jail. They put him in one car, they put me in another. Now they're driving us to the jail. And as the cop car goes to pull out, now keep in mind, like, they only found 2 ounces of meth. As the cop car that has me in it, we go to pull off, I see an agent get in our car, baby daddy's car, get in the car and drive away. They didn't impound the car, they drove it themselves, and it was a standard. And I'm just like, oh my God, my heart sank. Because first of all, if you don't know how to drive a specific car, and you don't know where the pocket is, the car's gonna jerk a little bit, okay? Unpopular opinion, it doesn't matter, and it's not relevant to this video at all. Standards are so much better than automatic. Now let's get back on track. So I knew the car was gonna jerk a little bit because he's never driven this car before.
There's so much there, like, oh my God. You don't have to know where a pot. What is she talking about? I drive a stick shift every single day. I've driven one since I was a little kid and my dad let me sit on his lap to learn how to drive one. Like, I've known how to drive a stick since I was young. That's the first car I ever had. You don't define like a pot. What is she talking about? And just, oh my gosh, just the storytelling. Jesus, come on now. It's so much. It's just too much.
And that made me very nervous because there was a gun under the steering column. Now, keep in mind, in the original search, they did not find that. So we drive away, we're almost to the police station. It was very close to where we were in downtown Fort Smith, and I hear over the radio, well, you never guess what I found. We're in the South. That's my best impression. And I'm like, I bet I fucking can. And he said, comes over the radio saying there's a gun under the steering column or whatever. You guys, like, that sucked. That sucked because I really thought we got away with at least one charge. So they take us to jail. I don't say anything to them, and I start off. And about 3 or 4 days later, one of the correctional officers pulls me up front. And I'm telling you guys all this for a reason. It's going to make sense when I tell you why the plea agreement was so crazy and whatever. So a correctional officer comes to my cell and says, let's go up front. And now I already know what time it is. I already know what time it is. They want to question me, and I'm nervous. I looked at the clock, and I'm like, I have to be back in at least 5 minutes, so no one thinks I'm going to tell them.
Everything she says here that she told them in the jail is stuff that she told them in the car. I'm actually also waiting for these documents and reports. But this is all even a lie. I mean, she just told the story of the car situation. There were cops everywhere and all these people. But then you don't hear her say, like, she had 4 cops. Or in another video, she says that they pulled her out, hit her head, threw her on the back of the car. All these things. And none of that happened. And what she's saying right now is she says that this stuff here happened at the jail. She told this stuff like about the hotel room. She told about a wallet she had at the hotel room with a gram of meth and a syringe in it. She told where her clothes were, like what room they were in. She told them all that in the car, it says. Now she's trying to say she told them that at the jail.
Not rolling, like, I gotta get back quickly. On the way up front, one of the officers stopped to talk to another officer, and they're supposed to be escorting me up there. So I'm like, the clock is ticking. I'm freaking frantic, you guys. I'm like, just let's get up there. Let's get up there so I can tell you, like, no, I'm not going. Like, I should have just refused all of it, but I didn't want to make a scene, and I was also like out of my mind. So sure enough, they take me to this little room and they start interrogating me. They're doing the bad cop thing. They're screaming in my face, telling me I'm never gonna go to prison, telling me this, telling me that, telling me like New York's gonna put you in prison, so you're gonna serve all this time here and all this time there. But you can help us out, and you can tell us where the drugs are coming in from, and then this can go away. Right there, I said, take me back to my cell. This agent, this DTF agent, looked so familiar. And I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at someone else, obviously in charge across the room, and I was just like, holy shit, you've been following me for weeks. And my heart sinks. And I didn't say that. The only thing I said to him at this point was take me back to my cell. But it's coming back. Like, you didn't think I was stealing in Walmart. You were following me in Walmart. Like, I saw him in a car at a hotel. I saw him at a restaurant. And now it's like all hitting me at once. And I feel sick to my stomach. And they continue to yell at me. I don't feel good. It's very obvious that I'm like coming down and I feel like shit. So finally I'm just like, I want a lawyer. I just want a lawyer. And the agent says, damn right you want a lawyer. You want to see the pictures we have of you? Now keep in mind, the conversation just stopped there. After I said I would like a lawyer, they're not supposed to talk to you. And I almost forgot to tell you this, when I was being arrested, no one read me my rights. Okay, so let's just do a tally of all the things the Arkansas Police Department did not do properly upon this whole thing, right? So number one, they drove the car, they didn't have it impounded or towed, they drove it themselves to whatever lot, and the gun was found while I was not there, while no other officers were there, while my co-defendant was not there, the gun was just found there, right? That's not how it's supposed to go down. Two, no one read me my rights. Three, after I asked for a lawyer, you continue to interrogate me, you continue to yell at me and harass me or whatever.
They did read her rights. It says it right in the report. They were read their rights and taken blah, blah, blah. It's just continuous lies. I don't even want to listen to this anymore, but I think there's still another part where she talks about the situation at the car.
Not harassed, but you know what I mean. So I'm like, sure, I would love to see these pictures. In my mind, I'm like, of course not. Like, why would I want to see the pictures you took of me? Like, this is sickening, right? He slides over these pictures of me. They're from inside this car, and I'm handing a big bag of dope in the backseat. I took one quick glance at it, and I said, take me back to my cell. And he said, you really want to be the only person in this case that doesn't help us out, and you really want to serve time in prison on shit that can go away today? And I said, take me back to my cell. They did. And a few hours later, a correctional officer comes back to my cell and slides a paper underneath the cell door. It's a new booking sheet. On it, it said, possession of 2 ounces of meth, delivery of meth, delivery of meth, delivery of meth.
She was charged with all that before this because they found all that in the car. They found the 12 grams in the car. Oh my God, the lies. I just can't. I can't. It's so much.
And a gun. So they hit me with 3 more deliveries because I was not cooperating with them. And they were just trying to scare me. I knew that was going to happen. So 3 weeks later, I meet my public defender, and he tells me the first plea that I'm going to be offered after my arraignment, of course, and everything. He said, well, looking over...
Okay, that's enough of that one because we've just heard all the lies. We heard the whole story there that she says she doesn't remember. She's told the story. And at the beginning, you can tell she's about to lie. Like, it's all lies. How can you deny this at this point? I don't understand. I will not understand. It's ridiculous at this point. All right, let me show you something else here. Oh, man. So, everything she's been doing, it's textbook narcissism, honest to God. But here you're going to hear her define that herself. She'll define it for you.
That's true the way you feel.
Oh, something else. Okay, before I start this. This is supposed to be her evidence against Reese. Now tell me, does this sound like a dangerous, drugged out man who is furious and ready to, like, because she's left and everything else? Please tell me. Because it sure sounds like somebody who's calm and just like, okay, that's what you think of me? Well, then that's what it is.
Then I can't do anything about it. I just have to keep trying to be me. But there are a lot of people that don't feel that way about me. A lot of people tend to like me. So, you know, I hope one day that maybe you don't feel this way. I know you're hurt right now, and we're in a bad space. I get it.
I tried to say...
See, like does that sound like somebody who, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to go into all that, but we're going to go right to her telling you all about herself.
Quick as shit with night terrors, with my Invisalign in. I kind of wanted to talk about narcissistic abuse for a second because it is something that is talked about a lot more now. So there are a lot of people that were like, oh, sure, call him a narcissist. Burr, 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 burr. I don't believe he is a narcissist because he has lied to me and used drugs and physically abused me. No, that's not why. And this was explained to me really well. I heard this on Red Table Talk, or like a clip popped up from Red Table Talk on my TikTok, and I thought it was really great and I wanted to share it with you. The difference between a narcissist and a liar is that a liar, when caught with a receipt or a screenshot or evidence that they lied, a liar will back down and say, you caught me, I lied, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, or I lied because of this, like, I'm sorry, like, you're right, I lied, I shouldn't have lied. A narcissist will double down, tell you that receipt is fake, put the blame on you somehow. Oh, you went through my stuff? Oh, you found my stuff? Like, yeah, dude, you're cheating on me. So I went through your stuff because I felt that, because women have an intuition that is built into our bones. We know that we know, you can feel it. So yeah, I went through your shit. And now If you're arguing with a narcissist about that, they're not going to talk about them cheating on you. They're going to talk about why you went through their phone. They're not going to talk about why they lied to you about XYZ. It's your fault. You went through the phone. Oh, you got your feelings hurt because you went through my phone. It's like they will.
Sound familiar? They'll double down. Come on now. It's so obvious. It is so obvious at this point. And showing this last video, you can't tell me that she doesn't know she's lying and it's not intentional and completely malicious. I mean, it is 120% intentional. She knows she's lying. I can't believe she didn't go back and delete that video. I'm shocked. You know, there's a serious issue here. Serious issue because, you know, she won't admit what the hell she's doing. It's unreal to me. And then I have this video that I just found. Somebody had just posted a couple days ago. I've been looking for this video because she took it down right after she put it up. And I remember seeing it and I was like, who would do this? As somebody who is a survivor of domestic violence, who's got many, you know, I just talk to people, many people who have been through that situation. And I can't imagine ever setting up a phone or a camera in the corner of a room, putting on like a TikTok thing so that it plays Billie Eilish music with some commentary over it saying, maybe he'll, you know, be good or whatever, and fake crying in the corner. What domestic abuse survivor do you know would do this? Please tell me, because I don't know anybody. I couldn't imagine doing this.
He's not gonna change you. No. He's not gonna change. You gotta leave. I'm gonna have to start all over again, aren't I? Yes. Yes, you are. But what if he does? He won't. He won't. He's not gonna. But what if he does?
Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God, really? And I want to do one more because, oh my gosh, the hypocrisy is real.
Don't care, stay mad.
Bro, no one's mad that you're back. No one's mad. No one's mad. They don't want you to stay in jail forever. They just want you to take some accountability. That's all. I'm not the perfect person. I'm not the perfect parent. Lord knows I have made tons of mistakes. And we all make mistakes. We're all human beings. But girl, if you would have taken just a speck, micro dust of responsibility and accountability here, the internet would not be so pissed off right now. You know, maybe if you said, I have a drinking problem and I need to go into a program so that this doesn't happen again, or I need to take a parenting class so this doesn't happen again, or I need to find a sitter that is more accommodating to my schedule so this doesn't happen again, your audience would be there to support you because we all make mistakes. This video ain't it. I'll tell you that. I've been a little in my feelings about this video for like 24 hours. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, that is how I feel about her video this morning. Honest to God, I just can't. I don't know. I just wanted to do this. I wanted to get this out here because, I mean, it is, she's just keep going. She's just going to keep going. But yeah, I'm not going to keep going on and on. I did what I showed, the proof of her continuing to lie right here, and I'm going to continue to do it. She's accepted the challenge. I'm going to take the challenge. She says back the fuck off. I ain't going to back the fuck off. I'm going to stand down or stand up, not stand down, stand my ground and keep going until she realizes and takes accountability for what she is doing to these people that have supported her for so long. I don't know. it's sad situation. It's frustrating, and I am angry. I'm so angry about it. But you know what? I will continue to go about my day. I will continue to work on my video, take care of my kids and my house and my family, and do my things that I do around here, not worrying about her life while I'm doing those things. I'll come back, work on my stuff. While I'm doing that, yeah, I'm pissed off because this is bullshit. That somebody can come in and just do this to people. It's really wrong. It's absolutely wrong. But that's it, guys, for me. I'm going to get to work on, everything I got going on here. I got, kids to get situated and all of that. So I will talk to you all later. I may have a regular video coming up here later this afternoon. I hope, depending, hopefully nothing else happens so that I can get that done. Otherwise, I will see you all later, and let's discuss this. The comments are open. I will hear out anybody, but if you come in and saying people are parasites and stuff, I will tell you to go fuck yourself. I don't care. And again, I hate to be like this, like angry and saying these words like I am, but that's how much my blood is boiling about this stuff. The fact that she wants other people to take accountability, but will not take it for herself. Won't admit she has an addiction problem still. She's still actively using. I don't know. But like I said, guys, that's it for me. I will talk to you all later. Thank you all so very much. I really appreciate all the love and support I have been getting. Let's keep it up. Let's continue to get this word out to people so that other supporters are finding out the truth and making their own informed decisions on whether or not they want to continue to support somebody doing this. All right, guys. Thank you. See you all later. Bye.